walked like 80 feet.
Okay.
Up the street.
Okay, 80 feet up the street.
I might be wrong.
Up a rooftop, we'll say 15.
We'll say 15 you said 20
up.
because I had 20 feet of claw.
Okay, 20
climbing.
feet up. Okay.
I was on the roof. Okay.
You're on the roof, yes.
I smacked the horse.
You have thrown the rock at the horse. Volante Zane went ass over tea kettle and landed in the middle of the street off of his horse. He's fully grown, but he is off his horse.
Okay.
And a hooded elven man who was riding with him jumped off his horse, drew 2 daggers, and is running into the alley with his eyes up toward the rooftop where you were.
Okay.
I get to finally use my chase playlist, which I've never gotten to use before.
Okay.
Oh, but first, hold on. I did promise we were going to do one thing before we get there. So, Spot.
Yes?
What are we doing?
Okay. I did extensive research, everybody. I have marked this down by what turn I can do what and how many feet I can move. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
I've sent this to you previously before sitting down at this table. So, my first turn, I am going to go, and I'm going to do 160 feet. Turn 1, just fucking running.
For the sake of managing everything that a lot of things can happen.
Okay.
A lot of things can happen. I'm going to have everyone roll initiative because I have a feeling other party members might want to get involved or observe or whatever they want to do. So for the sake of managing the action.
Lorelai does not want to get involved. So she went off, but I did attempt to follow her. She's ahead of me, but I am...
Okay.
I'm sorry. He is ahead of me, but I'm not...
Okay, we'll put you...
With everyone else, I think I'm somewhere in the middle.
We'll put you 30 feet closer to the building Spot climbed up on.
Okay.
So he's 80... The building is 80 feet away from the rest of the group. It's 50 feet away from you.
Okay.
So you took your movement to get closer.
Okay. How are we rolling today, guys?
So far, so decent.
The feeling whatever you have written right over there, Victoria is about to go kaput. I just have a feeling.
I said this to Vin beforehand, and I told him this is what I'm fucking doing.
That was your first mistake.
Because I didn't want to have a fight with him at the table and be like, I can move 160 feet.
Yeah,
like, I didn't want to...
Then you told me exactly what your plan was.
I think this is your Lehman's tiny hut, honey.
I have a bag of tricks.
He likes that, right? I broke Laura.
I'm sorry, every time I think of that, it's like that.
She's so angry about that hut. She dreams about that hut at night.
I've had moments where I would prepare for something and then it went so
and it goes,
wrong.
and
I don't even laugh at the hut. I laugh at your reaction to the hut. At your reaction to the hut not getting used. I mean, I still say it was sound strategy. I just found it funny
I
how
still
funny
love the hut, okay?
Oh no, I embraced
22.
that.
There you go.
If I ever have merch,
Roll the
that's
20
going to
and
be part of
plus
it.
2.
21.
Okay. Kara?
11.
Lilith?
20.
20. Is it Lilith with 2 L's or 1 L in the
One.
middle? 1 L in the middle. Okay. And Lorelai.
It would be a solid 8 there, Vin.
Solid 8. A strong 8.
She's got a strong 8.
Okay.
I am fucking focused. I've been focused for the last 5 weeks, waiting for this moment.
I know, I love
Kara?
you. It's just super cute. You wearing your ears and being
Thank
I love it.
Because I have the ears on.
You're like, I'm angry.
Lorelai?
And cute at the same time.
Exists.
Sounded less. That's okay.
It's my operating state.
Angry cute.
Morpheus. You are first in the initiative order. You don't have to do anything if you don't want to. Just letting you know the situation. You are on a city street. You're with Eleanor, Lorelai, Lilith, and Kara. Lorelai, Eleanor, and Kara. Spot went up a building onto a rooftop, threw a rock at one of the 5 people you saw parading through the street. The horse whinnied, knocked him off, and another one of them jumped off, and you saw Spot running, and that one is taking off into the alley after him. Lilith has moved 30 feet closer toward that building. What, if anything, would you like to do?
I'm gonna start walking briskly, direction that Spot, and
Okay. Are
I'm
you
gonna
gonna
observe. I'm going to be in a defense mode.
Okay. Are you going to take the dash action?
Yes, I'll take the dash.
Okay, so you're gonna move twice, basically.
yes.
Okay, so 30, 60.
Right.
You're gonna get to where the storefront you're on stops, and you get to that alleyway.
Right.
And on the 20 feet on the other side of the alleyway is the building. Spot went up.
Right.
And now as you're turning, that hooded figure is just passing you,
Yes.
going into the alley, and you can see Spot's, just the tip of Spot's head.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's where you're at.
Right. I'm gonna be in a defense mode.
Okay, and you're just there sort of like fingering your bow.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Like, what's going on?
Yep.
You could go like this.
Spot, you're up.
Ah, running!
Hold on. We're gonna do this, let's do it right.
Is that how you're running? No.
Reputation.
I'm more like. Oh, podcast audience, I wish you could see this dance.
That Spot is just like, parkour! Parkour!
This is literally what's going through his mind right now. He doesn't care. He's so happy.
Is that going on the IG?
That'll be going on the IG, folks.
Okay, Spot, so you are, for the sake of the mechanics of the game, you haven't actually taken off yet, and that figure is not fully running yet.
So he started moving as soon as he saw the hit, but I haven't moved yet. I haven't
Correct.
run yet.
You're turning ready to run.
Okay. I'm using everything I've got to run. 100 and I have it 60 feet.
Okay.
So that is my feline agility. Okay?
Sure.
It's my feline agility, my step of the wind, and then my base walking speed as my movement, which is another 40.
Okay.
So it's 80, yeah, 160.
I love how you looked at me to confirm math. That was cute.
So it's Spot, and then the hooded guy.
We're just gonna make it.
Oh,
Oh, I got a whole box, girl.
look who got
this is so
fancy!
exciting.
Please
Cool.
play Spot.
We're just gonna make an alley as far as it can go. That's good for now. And we're gonna place Spot off to the side because Spot is up on a building. So mark that Spot is 20 feet up. Then we're gonna put you over here, okay?
All right, while I'm going,
Okay, cool.
we can use this.
Okay, that's fine.
That's fine, that's fine.
That is 20 feet, actually.
This isn't sponsored by Poland Spring,
But it should be, we are open to the sponsorship.
but we're open to the spawn.
Okay, we drink a lot of Poland Spring. I will gladly entertain that sponsorship.
We sure do.
Yeah.
Or if Cafe Bustelo wishes to sponsor us, I welcome that as well.
There's a lot of coffee at this table.
Okay, so this is so my song. I'm so excited. All right, while I am running, I would like to. I don't want to roll a check, but I want to keep my eye out if I see. How do I say it? Like something to hide behind.
Okay, so that means you're not taking your full movement. You're going to use part of your action to.
No, I said I don't want to roll a check. I just want to be like, where am I going?
Okay, so you're relying on your passive.
Relying on my passive, and my passive is 14.
Cool. All right, so Spot, you are just bolting. How far are you moving if you're taking everything to move? Relying on your passive.
Relying on my passive, I'm moving 160.
We said 160, right?
160.
Okay, so she's over by where those D6s are. He's over by where those D6s
Is he
are.
there?
Thank you.
Yeah, actually, a little on the other side of the D6s. That would be 120.
Yeah.
It's on
160.
top of the
It said
building.
160.
Ah,
Still on top of the
So,
building.
Over there.
gotcha.
I'm by the mic.
And I'll get a die over here for the hooded figure. And Morpheus, if you want to give me your guy, we'll put you right over here. Okay, with your passive, yes, you are like hopping rooftop to rooftop. There's like 5 feet of clearance, but you're a monk, so no problems.
Yep.
And you get on top of one building that you're thinking is some sort of either like a fabric wholesaler or maybe a laundry of some sort, because you're seeing like bales of old cloth
On
that
the
are just
roof.
like strawed and tied on top of the roof on one of the buildings you jump on.
I'm not doing anything else but running right now. I'm
Okay.
focused.
Okay, good to know. Third, Lilith.
So is the guy who jumped off his horse, is he within 60 feet of me?
Yes, you'll probably have to move a few to be able to see him, because he was just going into that alley and there's a little bit of cover.
But my movement would cover the
Easily, yeah.
angling? Okay.
If you took your full movement, you'd be right there. You clear shot of him.
Okay. Is his back towards me? What can I see?
You could see a hooded figure,
Uh-huh.
slender, kind of tall. You can see he's holding 2 daggers, and he is
Okay.
like running, looking up.
Running, looking up, so not looking at me, and his
No.
back is towards me anyway.
Mhm.
I want to cast darkness on his hood.
Okay. Any sort of saving throw for him on that, or is it just,
Let me see.
or does he just eat that and call it a day?
Darkness, magical darkness spreads from a point you choose within range. The range is 60 feet of a 15-foot radius sphere. So I want the sphere to be around him. So the magical darkness will extend 15 feet around him.
Okay, so
And
Alright,
he
yep.
can't see it. And it lasts for concentration up to 10 minutes.
okay,
It just happens. The only thing is if they cast a spell of like light, it has to be at 2nd level or higher, if I'm not mistaken. At the
you
bottom.
and Morpheus will
Second level or higher.
will
Yeah.
just be inside the radius, because it will go there. If you're centering it on him, it'll cover you and Morpheus. You're just on the end of it, because it's basically it's an area of effect.
Okay, so then, so if I know that, right? Like I would know that I would be in
Yeah,
it.
you would know the mechanics of your own spell. Yeah.
I'm gonna use 2 sorcery points so I can see through it,
Okay.
and I am going to grab Morpheus's arm. Do I have any movement left? Can I pull him out of it?
That would have taken your full movement to get up to him.
Okay, but I can touch him and just be prepared to
Yeah,
pull him out of it
sure.
on my next turn.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. So Morpheus, Lilith steps up next to you. She
Okay.
extends her hand, and you can't see anything. It is pitch black. It's like being in the touch tunnel at Liberty State Park. Like you're completely pitch black.
Gotcha.
But then you feel Lilith's hand on your arm.
Okay.
And I have a free
Gotcha.
action to say like just hold, stay.
Yeah,
it's all right.
you could say that.
Stay where you are.
Sure.
Yeah.
Ah.
Okay.
All right.
From the back, do we see?
You see things happening, sure. Yeah, everything that they're doing, you see.
So I do see like a sphere of
Mhm.
darkness.
You now see them go in darkness, yes.
Okay.
So does everyone else.
Okay.
Hey, my plan is solid. I ran. My plan is solid.
The other 3 figures on their horses quickly circle up and basically make a perimeter around Zane in the middle of the street.
How far away are they from that point, though?
I'm going to say 30 feet this way. So they're around right where my DM screen is. Your take. And there's a small line of like onlookers and commoners right here.
Okay.
But you see the 3 horses kind of make a triangle. 5th is Kara.
But I like to take a position facing the horses, the triangle.
Okay.
Yeah, I like to take position facing them.
All right.
Okay?
No problem.
So that they don't now, if they decide to come down that tunnel, or if they just no, they're only. I'm thinking they're gonna try to come down where she ran.
Keep an eye on them.
Yeah, but that was my thing. Look at them.
Okay.
Immediately stay in position and look at them. What they're
Are you
gonna
moving
do.
any closer toward Morpheus and Lilith?
I think I should stay opposite them.
So you're going to stay 30 feet
Yeah,
away.
yeah. I should stay opposite. There's 2 there. There should be 1 here.
Okay, and you're holding position just looking at the horses.
Correct.
Okay. Is there any action you want to hold? Any cantrip you want to ready?
Sacred flame.
Okay. You're going to ready Sacred Flame. What will the trigger be? Like you're going to hold Sacred Flame and you're waiting for something to release it. What's the something?
If they start walking towards that opening,
Where Morpheus is.
okay.
Okay.
If they start walking to that opening, or with their horses start
Okay.
riding into
So
that
you're
opening.
holding Sacred Flame until somebody makes a move down that alleyway.
Exactly.
All right. Kara just takes hold of her holy symbol and is just holding out her hands.
Yes.
Like
In other words, don't move. I'm ready for you. Yeah. Something.
Okay. Okay. Well, now he's in darkness.
I haven't even played yet.
What's up?
I haven't even had my turn yet.
It was directions.
Oh.
He is in darkness. He doesn't know where he is
She's
yet.
thinking bad of it, you know what I mean?
He is in darkness. He doesn't know where he is.
I'm getting
So,
a churro on the street. Like
Yeah.
what?
so I was rolling a d4 to see which direction he was going to move in,
Okay.
and I rolled a 4. I rolled a 1, so he is going to move this way. Just on pure instinct, he's running that
Straight.
way.
Running.
Like north or south, east or west, right?
Yeah. Well, for the purposes of the map, we'll make that north.
North. Okay.
I have a question. Concentration. If I lose sight of him, does it drop?
If he leaves the range of the spell, it will drop.
Oh, so he's about to move 60 feet from
Yeah,
me.
he's about to move out of the range.
Okay.
pure luck. I rolled for it.
Yeah.
Either any way, he was probably going to leave the range. It was just a matter of what direction he was going to go in when he did it. Bonus action dash 90. So on pure instinct, he just bolts, head still down. Now he's looking around, and he realizes he might be in a bit of trouble as he took off against Spot. But now he looks back and he sees the Goliath and he sees Lilith, and now it's Morpheus you can see again.
Okay. Gotcha. And this is an alleyway now.
Yep.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
and he is 90 feet down. 7th,
That'd be me then.
Lorelei.
Are there foot soldiers?
Foot soldiers?
Like, yeah,
like-
around this scene, around this parade, were there foot soldiers?
You're not noticing any right now.
Okay, but I could definitely see the armor of the guys on the horse, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Cool. So, I want to cast Disguise Self to look like a foot soldier with the same armor that they have on.
Okay.
So, I do.
So I do.
Okay.
Okay.
Where Lorelei was, now she looks like a city guard.
Okay? And I bust through the crowd and I take a defensive near the triangle.
Okay. So we'll move you on a diagonal toward where the horses are, but now you're looking like a city guardsman.
Are we aware that she has
She
Yeah.
did it right next to you. so
Okay,
yeah.
no,
Alright.
that's what I want to know.
Not we, maybe you, but not everybody.
No.
Spot wouldn't know.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't
Spot
know.
wouldn't
I don't think
Morpheus and
Morpheus and
Lilith?
Lilith might not
But
know.
me, I was saying.
What are your passives? Morpheus?
Would that be investigation or
No.
passive?
You're also far away at this point.
Maybe. I have to roll for it to see if you guys would even know. But Kara and Eleanor definitely know that
Okay.
Lorelei just did that.
Okay. So I want.
And you're moving closer to the triangle.
Yep.
Okay. Zane is going to get back to his feet. He's going to push through the crowd and move right to here. So now the two of you stepping up in front of you, you see that elven man with the very pale skin and the Prince Valiant haircut that was on the lead horse. He is not running, doesn't even appear to be angry. He appears to be bemused as he just walks up and he is brushing off his armor, walks right past you and, Killian, let him go. It's a child playing a prank. We'll deal with it later. And you see the hooded elf stop. Yes, my lord. Sheaths his daggers and turns around and begins walking back this way. Eleanor.
Right, until
Wanna
I'm
make
home and
movement.
sleep.
Not quite next to Carol. I'm trying to put myself with her, but also with an eye shot of like right around here.
All right.
I don't know if that's going to be a dash movement. I want to be able to like hold defense in case something happens with Carol.
Okay, so yeah, I'll put you up there with your movement.
Right.
Are you holding an action or Actually, no. Yeah, that would be a dash because you were back near. So to get right up to where they are, you would have to dash,
I
which
want to
means
dash.
you move twice.
I move twice.
Okay,
I would
so that would be your action, and
That's
you move
fine.
up right next to them.
Just have my little sword like this. That's
I need to ask, Kara, you saw Zane, who you're assuming is Valenti Zane, begin to break through the crowd and walk. He wasn't running, and he didn't even appear to be aggressive. He was just walking toward the alleyway. Would Sacred Flame have gone off?
Yes,
You would have done it.
yes.
okay.
Because I wouldn't have known what he was planning to do. All I saw him was, to me, it would have been a threatening.
He will make the saving throw. He rolls a 16. So as he was stepping,
Say how you feel.
Sacred Flame like skirts across the ground near his feet, and he just. Is that really necessary? Excuse me. And then he moves here and does exactly what he did.
Okay.
Back to the top of the order, Morpheus.
Yeah, I'm taking a
Spot's
look
angry?
where Spot is, and I'm just again.
You no longer have eyes on Spot.
I don't know
Spot
what,
went like Barry Allen.
Okay, I'm like nodding my head, and I'm just looking at the approach of the gentleman that
Okay.
came up. I'm not making any move. I'm still taking a defensive move.
Okay.
Still
So you dodge.
dodge.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're sort of just kind of like planting your feet and.
I don't want to cause any problems.
Okay. Fair enough. Spot, back to you.
Troublemaker.
With my passive, do I hear anything behind me?
With your passive, you heard speaking down that alleyway.
But I didn't hear an explosion, I didn't hear a boom, I didn't
Nope.
hear a yelling.
Nope.
Then I move another 120 feet.
Okay, that'll get you off this section of rooftops. You get to another cross street where there's no longer a rooftop for you to jump across.
Before my movement ends?
Unless you wanted to go back across the alleyway and then start bolting toward the left.
Sure.
Okay, so you get to the end of this alleyway, looking at a large cross street, and then you just, over on that side, and you begin parkouring your way that way. We'll say you went 60, 75.
So wait, hold on. A step of the wind, I think my jumping is improved when I'm stepping of the wind. Step of the wind. Dash or disengage action as a bonus to your turn, and your jump distance is doubled. So how much is your jump? It's like your strength or something, right?
Either way, you're
I'm
a
fucking
total
gone, right?
of 200 feet that way, and then 60 feet that way. So
Yeah.
you're like
over here.
You're off the thing. You're out of the house. You're past that wall somewhere.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Oh, I had confidence. I had confidence in sunshine.
Lilith, we're back to you.
I am going to edge behind Morpheus and dodge.
Okay. Fourth are the men on the horses. They are just holding and watching the crowd. Fifth, Kara.
I'm going to hold my movement until I see something else.
Yeah, we're not.
What?
Okay, I need you to be a little more specific.
Okay. I'm looking for threatening behavior.
Okay, what specific?
Apparently now it isn't. Everybody's just
At the moment, doesn't
right
appear threatening.
right at this moment. That's what I meant. So I'm just going to keep my stance.
Okay, you're dodging.
Yes.
Okay. Sixth, Sale begins jogging right back up the aisle. We'll say he takes full movement dash, bonus action dash.
Sail?
What?
What's his
Who?
name?
What? I didn't say
Sail?
Called him something else.
I thought he called him something else.
anything. Did he?
Yeah.
That's interesting. Okay. Seventh position, Lorelei.
Killian.
I'm gonna follow behind Zane. When he ran outside, Killian, don't kill him. I'm going to follow behind him as
Okay.
a guard of sorts.
So you're wind up right about there.
Uh-huh.
As Lilith and Morpheus, you see a city guard break through the crowd and move their way up, stepping up past Zane. Eleanor, you know that's Lorelei.
Okay.
Oh, it's Zane, who's just looks at the three of you. Morning. Good morning. And turns and is just waiting for the hooded figure. Oh, well, hello.
My lord. Does my voice change?
No, unless you want to change it.
Oh. I would try to disguise it.
Make a... I'm going to call this a performance check.
Yeah.
Hey!
Hey! I don't have that kind of performance in me, guys.
No, I can perform.
Hopefully you
Oh, yes, I
slept
do.
at a
Never
hotel
mind.
sick.
19. My lord, are you hurt?
Oh, nothing. It's a child's game. I'm perfectly fine. I don't believe we've met.
Oh, my lord, I'm just part of the city guard, and I saw that awful trick happen to you, and I wanted to make sure that I kept you away from these ruffians.
Oh, 'tis to be expected. People do not like change. They don't react well to it.
I know, they try to defame excellence, my lord. Please, let's get a beat back.
Appreciate it.
I start walking away with him.
Okay.
With him,
Oops.
right?
Get that.
Okay.
Is that the right music for this?
Okay. Eleanor.
Yeah. Foreboding. It's perfect music for foreboding.
Dodge and I stay next to Kara.
Okay.
Do we have any? We know that spot on the rooftop.
Yeah,
and we're
you
in the
don't
building.
know where Spot is.
None of us
You have
do.
no. Morpheus and Lilith know that Spot went that way on the
In a
rooftops.
general direction.
Know a general direction. You have no idea where Spot is.
Now they'll just take the dodge action next to Kara.
All right. At this point, things are beginning to break up, so we can leave the initiative order. All right. So let's start off with Spot.
Yes.
What is your long-term plan here, Spot?
Yeah.
Like
So Victoria forgets where we were going.
You were going to the Temple of Kellamvor to have them to give you some information on that crystallized, glowing brick thing that you found at the underground temple. The underground pyramid, excuse me.
I'm not carrying that though, right?
No, I believe Kara is carrying that.
Okay. Then I am going to still go to the temple the long way.
Okay.
But if I'm not mistaken, I was the one showing everyone where they were going.
That is correct, you
Because
were.
you live here.
So
But, oh.
I'm definitely like, if this was the road we were on, and I went, I'm going to stay over here for a little while, and then I'm going to cut back over.
Okay.
Hopefully after the parade has gone.
Okay. Just so I know where Spot is while the rest of this is happening.
And if I see anyone, guard or whatever, I'm going to attempt to hide.
Okay. Lorelei, what is your long-term plan here?
My long-term plan is to get Zane back on his horse and ride off into the sunset and go and find my party, change back to my beautiful self, and say, where the fuck is Spot?
Okay. You are able... Zane gets back on his
got a plan.
horse. Come, gentlemen. He looks at his form. We have an appointment to keep. You've been very helpful.
Sir, I need to secure the perimeter. There's too many ruffians around here. Please, go without me.
Oh, yes. I wasn't inviting you. I was just merely saying you've been helpful.
Oh, of course you wouldn't, sir. Your wonderful, majestic gracefulness. Okay, bye.
Does anybody
You
have
were
a
on
shovel?
roll until just then.
Do we have a shovel somewhere?
This Swiss city is quite perplexing.
Huh?
And he swings his leg over and goes back to his side saddle stance. And they begin riding back down the street. The four of you reconvene.
I go back and I want to make it so like Lorelei is walking and then she just does like a hands wavy motion and she like turns back into herself. What the fuck was that?
Lilith is just gonna shrug at her like,
We're in the dark, everybody.
I don't know, but this is not the first time that Spot has got us into unnecessary trouble.
100%.
I warned her before.
Him.
Him.
Sorry.
It's okay.
And I'm going to warn
I
him.
just shake my head.
We need to realize that Spot is not an adult. We need to realize that.
I'm not an adult either, but look at I still could keep my shit
But
together.
I think you're older than Spot. Spot is a child still.
Oldest Spot.
We
Does
need
anyone
to.
know?
What are you?
Cat
Spot
ages.
is the equivalent, since he's a tabaxi, he is the equivalent of a 10-year-old boy.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm 16.
I have to look it up. Tabaxi years might be a bit different from human years, but he is proportionately the equivalent of a 10-year-old human boy.
I think instead of chastising him, we need to control him a little.
I think Morpheus should hold him down and Eleanor should slap him around a little bit. He
Oh,
needs a
I
bedtime.
understand your feelings, but
Well, he does.
And
I don't think that works.
He does need to be disciplined,
Absolutely.
Time
or
out.
else
And
he's
controlled.
going to endanger us all.
We need to let him know the choices he makes are dangerous choices.
He's not a team player and he needs to have a meeting. We need to have a meeting, a team meeting.
All right, let's not act like a teenager now.
Oh, that's funny because I am. But who got
You don't
Zane
want to
away?
act like one.
And the thing
I
is
agree.
that Spot is very useful
Yes.
in what we are doing.
Very
He's
talented.
Just take his evil
Very
genius
talented.
and put it to something else.
That's
Right.
what we.
so how do we find him?
That's our next step.
He
Let us
will find us.
And I don't want to like dwell on it because I know it's a character and it's a human cat. But you said, "Well, how are we gonna find him?" And I went.
Yeah. Oh boy.
I'm sorry, that will be my last cat-related joke.
That was hilarious, though. That was great. Oh, jeez. I could be our
Okay,
code
so
word.
all of you suddenly remember that Spot was supposed to be your guide to where the Temple of Kellamvor is. However, Kara, somehow you know exactly where it is.
Yes, I do.
You realize you don't need Spot. You know exactly where the Temple of Kellamvor is.
Right.
And Kara just gets this very, not determined, but sort of resolved appearance and is just begins making her way in the direction of where you know the temple is. She is able to lead you there inside of, we'll say, 20 minutes, about a 20-minute walk. As you begin making your way into a section of the city that you can tell is, I don't know what the word for this district would be, but you can tell it's basically temples, schools, libraries. It's that district, that kind of area of the building. Houses of universities, houses of higher learning, and lots of temples and study halls. And you find the circular sort of cul-de-sac-like part of the street with the large courtyard that you remember waking up in, Kara, when the courtyard leading up to the very plain marble pillared building. And you know immediately this is the Temple of Kellenvor. And you lead your party up, I'm going to say, correct?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to say that I'm not there yet because I'm going the long way around.
I will actually put you there after them. You're going a long way around, but you also know the city. You move quicker than them. You're alone, so you can move faster alone than a group of 5 can. I've already said you know the city, and you know how to stay out of sight. So you're able to make up lost ground. You weren't so far away from them that it would make that big of a difference to you, especially when you can parkour across rooftops and down alleyways and things. You come out into that street as they are making their way across this circular intersection, reaching the Temple of Kellenvor. You see your party about 70, 80 feet from your position as you come out an alleyway.
Do they look angry?
Lorelai definitely looks angry. 100%.
To be fair, she always does.
That's not true. I am a blessing.
We're all a little annoyed.
I think that's what it is. More annoyance.
I'll stay back a little bit.
Oh, you feel that vibe?
Yeah, I'm feeling the vibe.
Just
Okay, so
vibing.
you're not joining them.
Okay, my plan is that I am going to stay far back and wait for them to get far in and maybe wait outside the gate. Just kind of sit outside the gate for that when they leave, I'll be there.
Okay. All right. Then you stealthily roll a stealth check.
Oh god, I'm waiting for them to go inside.
I'll take that into account to the DC.
18.
No problem. And you just sort of duck behind this like sculpture statue that the city has every so often, and they begin to make their way across the courtyard toward the front door of the Temple of Kellenvor. Let's break there because that was a fun chapter.